What we'll see first is the formula, which is f x plus h minus f x over h, knowing that the limit will be h equal to 0. Now, with the problem that we have right here, we'll start solving it with this formula that we wrote on the top. What we'll have to do first is we are going to write the equation, but instead of writing the x's, we are going to substitute them with x plus h, just like this. Then 5, and again x plus h, and then to the second power. What I mean by substituting is these x's with x plus h and h. And then, followed by a negative, we're going to write this original formula, this original equation, everything, right in continuity. Minus 5x to the second power. Just like the original one. Now we're just going to do a regular distributive property, which is 3x plus 3h minus 5x to the second power minus 10xh minus 5h to the second power minus 3x, and then plus 5x to the second power. And just like this, we can see that we have some like terms that we can cancel out, like the 3x, negative 3x, the negative 5x to the second power, and the positive 5x to the second power. And we can write again what we have left. 3h minus 10xh minus 5h to the second power over h, which is how we have it right here on the top of the formula. And also knowing that we have an h in common on the terms at the top. So we'll have it just like this, and over h again, which we can cancel out later. Now we can see that we only have left the 3 minus 10x minus 5h. And because we know that the h is equal to 0, we can make this automatically 3 minus 10x minus 5 times 0. Will we end up having only the 3 minus 10x as our final answer. This. Now, on the next problem, keeping in mind the formula that we have here at the top, that I will leave here so you can remember all the formula and what's next. Here we have a problem, a different one, that we'll be working on using the same formula. So we're basically going to do the same thing, the substitution of x plus h on every x, and then writing again the same equation with no changes next. Just as the original equation, and as the formula says, we're going to divide everything by h. The next step that we'll do is that we're going to cross multiply these terms, and we are starting to write all these things out like this, having a 2 and then a parenthesis, x plus 3 parenthesis minus 2 parenthesis x plus h parenthesis minus 2 times 3 over everything that we have on the bottom as the denominator right here, which is everything again exactly like x plus h in a bracket plus 3, close the bracket, then times x plus 3. As the formula keeps saying, we are going to divide everything by h. So everything will be divided by h, and to do the process that is really commonly known as a tortilla, we are going to put the h over 1 so we can easily multiply. Now we will only be left with 2x plus 6 minus 2x minus 2, make some room, h minus 6, everything over h bracket x plus h plus 3 times x plus 3. So everything, as you can see, is this one will be equal to the top one times the lower one, which will be the same because it's times 1, and the bottom times the h, what we have here multiplying. Now again, we can see that we have some like terms in here, so we are just going to cross them out and only being left with the negative 2h over all the same terms that we have on the bottom, exactly the same, because nothing changed over there. Now we can perfectly see that we have again some like terms, the h's, that we can just cross this out, and because we remember that all the way from here at the top of the formula, h is equal to 0, we are going to change the only h that we have left to 0. So we'll have negative 2 over x plus 0 plus 3, then x plus 3, making us have at the end only negative 2 x plus 3, and then again x plus 3, because as we can see, x plus 0 is only x plus 3. We still have x plus 3, and then again this x plus 3. And we can even make this even simpler, just by making these two terms from the denominator just 1, like x plus 3 to the second power. So this at the bottom will be our final answer that we'll have to our problem that we had right at the top.